Hi friends, in this quick video I'm going to show you how to build a free CRM in under 5 minutes. And no, you do not need to have any technical experience and you can literally follow along step by step what I'm about to show you. Without further ado, this is what the final output would look like. So you would have clearly defined lead stages. And if you're not familiar with what lead stages are, it's basically where the lead is in the buying journey. So for example, they're just interested, they just expressed some sort of interest, or maybe they booked a meeting with you, maybe they're at proposal stage, maybe you already sent them the contract. You get the idea, I'm sure. And on top of that, you would find the email address, the phone number, where the lead came from, so the lead source, and any other data points for each individual lead within that CRM. And I'm going to walk you step by step through how we can set this up in the next 4 minutes or so. Now, without further ado, all you need to make this happen is a free forever plan from ClickUp. I'm not affiliated with them, so just go and get ClickUp. I don't have an affiliate link, unfortunately. So as soon as you log in inside of ClickUp, you would have to click on this funny looking button in the bottom left corner called Spaces. You would then click on plus, and straight away you can name this specific workspace as CRM, whatever you want to name it. So in this case, I just put it CRM demo. You would click on create space, and voila, it would basically look very empty to start with. The first thing I want you to do is click on list in the top left corner. As soon as you do that, we would then click on, we would see in front of us this empty looking thing, and we would need to basically visualize what we want the actual CRM to look like. So just type in your own name there, and we will basically map out some additional fields that we need to populate. The first field we want to populate is the email address. So let's type in email. You click on email, and voila, happy days. We've just got the email of the prospect over here, and then you can click on create and add existing field. The same thing applies for clicking on plus and clicking on drop down option. And this time you can click on drop down and we will type in lead source. And for those of us that may not be familiar, that's where the lead comes from, right? And over here, you can just list all your lead sources. So for me, it's LinkedIn, emails, and some of the other fields that you can see. As soon as you're happy with those, you can click on create, and voila, you've got already this select option here. So you can basically, every time that someone books in a call, you can automatically populate their email and you can select where the lead came from. And on top of that, we can click on plus once again. We can click on drop down once again. And in this case, we're going to now select lead stage. So let's type in lead stage, and over here, we'll type in where the lead came from, and in this case, where the lead is in the buying journey. And straight away, we can basically type in all the options that I mentioned earlier, such as interested, meeting booked. What else do we have? Proposal. We can have won, lost, and then finally we can have on hold. Now, to be honest with you right now, I agree that it looks quite depressing simply because it doesn't have too much color to the CRM. But once again, this is easily fixable. All you have to do is click on lead stage over here. You can click on edit field, and straight away you would see this color emoji, and you can then basically map out so each individual deal stage will have a separate sort of color to it. And I'm just going to spice it up with different colors in the meantime, so you can do the same if you're following along, of course. And we're going to select a couple of colors, and there we are. It should be looking a lot better than initially. And right now you may be wondering, okay, so how does this actually work? It doesn't look the same as I showed you in the final output earlier. So for the benefit of this, let's just put in a couple of other names. So I'm just going to put in Tom, Bob, Teresa, and we just put in a couple of mock-up people. And in this case, we're just going to put in a bunch of different deal stages, and you would see how the stages are not split up just yet. So it's quite difficult to understand who's at what stage. So to actually map this out a lot better, we can click on group status over here, or in most cases, I just recommend clicking on customize in the top right corner, and you can click on group, and then you would select the lead stage and make it ascending. And as soon as you do that, voila, you straight away have all of these lovely leads in that exact list that I just showed you at the start of the video, and you can then automatically populate it with however you want, right? If you want this exact template, so you don't actually have to follow along button by button, all you have to do is comment down below wherever you're watching it, and I'll send it your way. That's the first thing I wanted to say. And the second thing is, if you want to learn how to basically automatically populate your CRM, so that every time that someone books in a call with you on Calendly or on any other app, they automatically get added into the CRM. You can then research the prospect as well. So in my case, I use this tool called Clay to research them, to understand what kind of company they work at, what industry they're in, what are their potential pain points that my product can fix for them, and any sort of other research that otherwise will take ages. If you want this entire workflow, I'll shoot a separate video on this, so do drop a comment down below. And once again, I'll teach you step by step how you can build this. And trust me, it requires pretty much zero technical knowledge. And of course, if you want this built for you in probably a couple of hours at the very most, then by all means, just shoot me a line on LinkedIn and I'll be more than happy to assist you. All the best in the meantime. Have a good one.